Okay, collective, let's see what the energies are around for us for this week, Monday to Monday. Okay, it looks like this is a love reading, so turn away now if you are not interested for this week. It could be just a revitalization of your current relationship, so bear that in mind. But it does seem to say, first of all, nourishment while waiting. Things are just about to happen because a new romantic cycle is beginning. You are planting something new in the earth that is going to blossom and grow. And that something seems to be related to Venus, transiting Venus, which is love and money and art and good feeling. It's also attraction, and it is opposite the North Node, so it's on the South Node. Sometimes that can be negative. It can be emotional attachments pulling you back to the past. It is in the 7th house of other people in intimate relationships or enemies. Maybe you've got an enemy from the woodwork coming back to make amends. And it is something very family orientated. There'll be warm fuzzies here, very sentimental energy around this, with Cancer showing up as in the oracle reading as the sort of tone of this. And what I always interpret Venus on the South Node or opposite the North Node is of past life connections. Somebody who is very good for you, somebody very important to you, somebody very loving and bringing you nothing but beneficial things is actually coming back into your life, into this life. If you believe in that, that is a good omen of someone returning, someone you will feel very sentimental with and may feel quite the strong bond with quite quickly. So I'm going to pull several romance cards here just because I'm interested, just to see what the energies are around this. Planting something new, a new romantic cycle begins. Nourishment while waiting, so it might take a little while to come in fully, so don't be despondent. Keep nourishing yourself while you wait for the good things to show up, because they will show up. These cards are a bit sassy, I'll warn you, but I'm taking 3 and I'm trusting that there will be something here for this scenario for us. These twin flame oracles. I'm not sure I buy into the twin flame narrative myself, but you definitely have fated interactions with people. It can be karmic. You could have things to work out in this lifetime together, or you could be meant to be happy together. You could be meant to show each other where your wounds are so that you can heal. And go and check out my fairy tale number 2 if you want to look more deeply into that message about how relationships can bring pain, but also growth and also happiness and love, obviously. Okay, what have we got here? Let's get these 3 cards. Okay, this is interesting because this South Node Venus, it is actually a thwarted love that somebody is still yearning for you. They in the past they had no agenda, which is a good thing and a bad thing. They had no plan, they had no goal. They didn't have any hidden agenda, but they didn't have any agenda at all. They had you in the friend zone, and maybe they felt you were the right person at the wrong time, or you felt that was the case. Something just really kept this in the friend zone, kind of a waiting space, I guess you'd say. So this is the week where something might come about from this past situation. Like opposite the North Node is definitely things from the past, and it's definitely sort of love related. Okay, what are our 3 twin flame cards that came out? I want to know everything about you, but I hold myself back from asking. I'm afraid I'll get in too deep. So that's a friend zone if ever I've heard one, and obviously from a place of fear, not from a place of playing games with you for the sake of it. I close my eyes and imagine you're here with me. It feels so real. I'm beginning to understand this is what it means to be in the 5D with you. That's that one there. So obviously a lot of yearning and limerence, place that I used to live almost full time. And the 3rd card is communication. Words have hurt me in the past and that's why I fear talking to you. Okay, so somebody has a lot of reluctance to come forward, but they are definitely in their feels. So let's get some tarot on this and just see if we can shed some light here about how this situation may evolve this week. It might kick off this week, or let's see, this just might stay subliminal this week, and there might be something better coming in for you, more grounded. And so that's why you might have to nourish yourself while you wait, and do your best to shield yourself from energies that are trying to tug at you if they've got no intention of coming forward, or they still don't feel like they are strong enough to come forward. You don't want to be held back by the tethers of somebody's wishful thinking when you've got other places to go and other people to be with. So what does this collective need to know from the tarot for this week? Right away, that's old things coming back to test you, and patience and balance, trying to find balance. So that's where you are right now, so that's very apt. I'm going to tell you the energies because they're going to play out for different people in different ways. Obviously, if you wanted a private personal reading, I could look more specifically into your situation, but as I said, it's old things or people or habits coming around sort of maybe for the last time to test you for one final test. It's about balance. Temperance card there, sobriety of your mind, of your thinking. Two of Wands crosses you for better or worse. This is about trying to make decisions for the future, trying to look at all the options. Someone has the whole world in their hands, but they're sort of a bit stuck because they don't know which path to take. And that is the energy for or against the spread this week. Your hopes and fears in the situation, or this could be their hopes and fears, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, fearing that there's going to be no movement in this, that there is just more of the same, trapped in an eternal kind of cycle, the inability to move. And you know, if there's something unresolved in your life from this person from the past, you may be feeling trapped by that, just as they are feeling trapped by their inability to find closure themselves. So the near future is the Ace of Swords. This is a message incoming, brand new, clarity. And the card that follows it to say what that's about is karma, justice. You getting the truth of the matter, some kind of revelation that just explains everything. It seems to be a very sincere, stable, measured love expression, or it's a water sign person coming in that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be that. It can just represent any person coming in wanting to be that stable, loving partner to you. But in the environment of the future, where this is going to lead to is painful communication, painful conversations. The page is about news, messages, communications, and I always see the swords as, even though it's ideas, I do see it as painful, just because the wind in the trees and the clouds being pushed across the sky, it does not look like a happy day in that country. There is a fierce wind whipping things up, and it is just a very angsty feeling that I get from this card. The outcome for you, you are going to be feeling peaceful and actually removed or reserved from any pain. This is a card of healing after difficulty. So it might be that this person comes in, it doesn't have to be that they're trying to win you back. It may be that they're acknowledging what they've been doing in the past and kind of realizing and letting you know they've grown. It could be someone coming back wanting another shot, obviously. And it might be a painful discussion or a difficult discussion. You might both have to be very brave, but the outcome does seem to be one of peace. I think it depends on your individual circumstances whether you will entertain this person again, or whether you have already moved past that. That will be over to each individual person, but there will be a sense of peace there. I feel like this might be the last week or the last 2 weeks of this last cycle, and then you're freed to launch up into your fresh new cycle. So I hope this helps, my darlings. This is Sarah, wishing you abundance, love, and joy.